Hi, little wildcats. I'd like to read you this book. It's called Oh Say, Can You Say Dinosaur? And it's all about dinosaurs. Before I do, I would like to talk to you just a couple minutes about what's inside the book. In another video I made for you guys, I showed you a toy puzzle of a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. And I was telling you how certain special scientists called paleontologists find the dinosaur bones by digging in a certain area, and they find them and they have to take them to their place where they work, and they have to put them together to try to figure out what the dinosaur looked like when it was alive, at least what the skeleton looked like. And we put this one together a little bit, and we can see that this is a skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I wanted to show you kind of an idea. This is like an idea of what people think the Tyrannosaurus Rex looked like when it had all its flesh on it. So it's really a big, it's kind of scary dinosaur. And in this book, one of the things it mentions is, besides finding the bones this way, scientists sometimes will find fossils, which are the bones or the impressions of the bones stuck in the ground. And they can study, this is just a salt dough fossil I made. Your mom and dad may have the recipe that Mrs. Orr sent to see if you want to make something like this at home. Last year we made these with the salt dough, and it's hard now, but it kind of looks like what a fossil might look like in the ground. And these little lines on it are impressions from some dinosaur toy bones that we had that we pushed into the fossil. This one I think is of a Stegosaurus, which is a kind of a dinosaur that's got really spiny bones on its back. If I can grab an example of it, I will show you. Yeah, this is the Stegosaurus. I think I had a toy skeleton that we pushed into the dough to make the spines on the back of this one. And it doesn't really look like a dinosaur altogether because it's just the impression of the bones. So let's learn a little bit more about dinosaurs in this book, okay? They're pretty fascinating, very interesting, okay? I'm the Cat in the Hat. You have met me before. Today I will speak of the great dinosaur. Dinosaurs lived on the earth long ago, before you and me. So how do we know? From fossils. Dinosaur teeth, eggs, and bone got stuck in the muck. Then that muck turned to stone. These fossils are old. They are dusty and worn because they were made long before you were born. Dinosaur hunters dig in the ground. All over the earth these fossils are found. The hunters use tools to chip all day. The fossils come loose, and then they pack them away. To the dinosaur labs, every bone, tooth, and bit is carefully shipped to see how they fit. Is this a leg bone? Maybe a muzzle? It's a crazy mixed up dinosaur puzzle. Step up and enter the museum hall, where dinosaurs stand. Some are big, some are small. Here we will play the best of all games. Oh, say, can you say the dinosaurs' names? And after you've said them, then you get to see them in the Cat in the Hat's Super Dino Museum. Dinosaur names are not easy to read, but give it a try. I will help if you need. Oh, say, can you say Ankylosaurus? With a club for a tail and a back full of spikes, This dino was strong, like an army tank. Yikes! Now can you say Maiasaura? There's one thing we know that this dino did best. She kept her kids cozy and safe in their nest. She kept the nest tidy. She got her kids food. She was a good mother to her dino brood. Now say Tyrannosaurus Rex. You said that quite nicely. Now you'd better go. T-Rex is no kitten, I think you should know. This T-Rex was strong, with long teeth sharp as knives. When most dinos saw him, they ran for their lives. T-Rex was a hunter. He hunted for meat. Other dinosaurs were his idea of a treat. Oh, say, can you say Triceratops? This dinosaur's head had 3 horns upon it, sticking up out of a hard sort of bonnet. But though he was smaller and not half as fierce, his head was too hard for T-Rex teeth to pierce. So after a few dozen snaps at his face, T-Rex looked for dinner some other place. Oh, say, can you say Apatosaurus? I've got this rather tall ladder here for us to see eye to eye with Apatosaurus. These dinos' long necks reached up high into trees, where they fed on green leaves just as much as they'd please. So this dino ate plants, not other dinos. Can you say Brachiosaurus? This dino was taller than 51 feet. And just how much food do you think he could eat? Nearly as much as a truckload of hay is what he would gobble day after day. So he ate plants too. Oh, say, can you say Iguanodon? What he did with his thumb, we think that we know. We think that he used it to jab at his foe. Look at, he's got a very spiky thumb. Now say Deinonychus. Terrible claw is what its name means. We think that this dinosaur hunted in teams. Can you say Archaeopteryx? This fine feathered friend is the earliest known. This bird might have glided. This bird might have flown. One thing we must ask, and we must be quite firm. If this bird was so early, did he catch the worm? So that's the first known bird of its kind. It's getting late now. I see night is falling. The museum is closing. Your mother is calling. Before you head home, dear Sally and Dick, I have a surprise that is really quite slick. This dino's the earliest cat that is known. No one has seen it. It's never been shown. It's super terrific. It stands here before us. Oh, say, can you say Cat in the Hat-saurus? I don't think that's a real dinosaur. And that's the end. We learned a lot of fun facts about dinosaurs. I hope you guys like the story.